like a braces update, I guess. I haven't done one. I filmed a video and I intended on posting it, but I just didn't. I guess I was miserable. So I had tooth extractions. So they're the premolars. So I had the both on the top and the bottom removed at the exact same time. I want to get it over and done with all at once. It was offered to me to do separately or however I wanted. I decided to just knock it all out at once. I won't say that I regretted doing it all at once because, like, I'm glad it's over and I don't have to do it again. I was miserable, I will say that. I was uncomfortable the whole time. And like 7 days out is when you're supposed to be like on the up of like healing. But actually at that time I started to feel like a lot of pressure in my mouth and like it just uncomfortable. So I ended up going to urgent care. I tried to schedule an appointment with my orthodontist, but they didn't have an availability. So I went to urgent care and they gave me antibiotics, to see. Well, not to see, but antibiotics because of an infection, a possible infection. The dentist didn't think when I went for an appointment like a few days later, but since I had started the antibiotics, he wanted me to finish the course. So I did that. I'm still healing pretty okay. I don't like to smile very much. Sometimes I forget and I have this wide tooth smile and then I feel like, like I look funny. Like if I catch myself in photos, I look funny. But I'm trying to like just learn how to smile without my teeth because I have these gaps. Ugh, I feel like they look horrible. Maybe to some people they don't, but for me, like I feel like I don't like the way it looks at all. So I still have I haven't gotten an adjustment, but I've had the bands changed. So I had clear and then I got this like pearly like white color. They both stain. I am literally thinking back to now when people were saying don't get the clear ceramic braces, it's not worth it, they're gonna stain, it's more of a headache. But like I was like no, I was like so hell-bent on like getting them because I didn't want it to be like totally obvious. But now I'm like, should I have just listened because they're gonna stain anyway? But I mean my staining isn't that bad compared to what I've seen. But I've been making like a lot of effort and drinking out of straws and like not eating foods that are staining, which is kind of a pain, but at the same time, like, what am I really missing anyway? Like I had a corn dog the other day and I had to like skip ketchup, skip mustard because I wanted to avoid that staining. And sure, like it tasted kind of plain, but I mean it was like less sodium, so there's that. Like unnecessary things that whatever. I'm not missing a huge chunk of life because of that. So excuse my makeup, it's all cracking and looking gross. It's yesterday's makeup. We went to the fair and I was so wiped out from like the past 2 days from this weekend that last night I just fell asleep. I didn't care that I was wearing makeup. I didn't care if it got on my pillow. I didn't care what my skin was gonna deal with. And so it's soaked in. It's deep in there. I'm gonna have to wash it off in a few, but I kind of want to just jump into my day. I'm gonna start cleaning. It's a cleaning day for me. I've got a lot of chores I gotta get done. I gotta dust the ceiling fans, which is my least favorite because I'm probably gonna be sneezing like crazy. So I'm gonna have to take some Allegra probably. It would probably be a good idea. And maybe wear a mask. I'm already starting to sneeze this morning. I should have worn a mask. I filed my nails a little bit. So I have fake nails that I got for acrylic nails for a wedding. That we went to on Saturday, and I didn't like the shape of it, so I decided to shape them a little bit more, I guess, more tapered. But it was like, it made a mess. I should have worn a mask. So now I'm nasal now, nasally. So anyway, the braces update. They still, like, I feel like I have some shifting already happening. I don't like the way that gap looks. It's probably like a peak no one else will ever get besides whoever watches this. What else? Oh, so I've been having some trouble finding different techniques and ways to floss and brush. So I have an electric toothbrush, like an Oral-B electric toothbrush, and my toothbrush head, like my mouth, I just felt like I wasn't getting as clean as like I could, and I was just like mind blown because I'm like, my electric toothbrush cleans everything. Like I've never had this issue before. So then, like, here we are, like a month out. My boyfriend was like, well, maybe you should get a different toothbrush head. I don't know why I didn't think about this. I don't know why someone didn't suggest this, or maybe my orthodontist or the dental assistant. Not that it's anybody's fault. I should have done my own research. But there are different heads for braces. Excuse me. So there are different heads. So the head I had wasn't really working out, so I got this other head, which I'll insert a picture. The first day I used it, I felt the difference from my other head. Like, I suppose because my bristles are not like reaching where they're supposed to because of the brackets. But that was kind of like a rough month. I constantly felt like my mouth was filthy. Even though, I mean, I brushed my teeth probably like 6 times a day, but it was just, my teeth just felt like not clean. Flossing is a pain, a huge pain. You have to like thread through and floss. It's such a pain in the rear. And then so somebody at work suggested a different floss. I'll insert a picture of that also. So this floss is like a lifesaver. It's super convenient. Keeping it in my purse. I don't have to get my hands up in my mouth, which at work is ideal to not put my hands anywhere near my mouth because I work in a very pretty not clean environment. Well, I don't want to say it's not clean. It's clean to the naked eye, but there's a lot of germs. So I always get like pretty apprehensive about putting my hands near my mouth. So the flossing is just not, it's not, maybe it's just not ideal for anybody to do at work with their hands, instead of using these little tools. So I think I'm like kind of finally getting like the hang of having braces and getting the my gosh, getting the hang of the oral care in terms of like when I need to brush, how I need to brush, how I need to floss. It's starting to become like almost like a second nature now, like just like you would normally. I'm gonna be going in for my first what do they call it? Like band change or fat? What is it? What's the word? I'll be going in for my first adjustment, like in 2 weeks. And it's the day before my birthday. I'm not looking forward to it at all. It's also the day that I think a class is starting, one of my late start fall classes. So I feel like it's going to be a bad day. Like, I don't know. I keep hearing from people that, like, the day after their first, or after adjustments are not comfortable at all. And I'm just not looking forward to it.